In this video, I'm gonna tell you the 3 worst ways to burn belly fat or get a flat belly. Stop doing these! All right, the friends are gonna say,
why are you talking about flat bellies?
well, I used to be 275 pounds. I have PCOS, which it's a hormonal condition that has you hold a lot of belly fat. It's very hard to lose belly fat and get a flat stomach when you have PCOS. When I was overweight, my belly was huge and I had a very hard time getting rid of it. I desperately searched for the magic pill to get me a flat stomach. I watched and did countless hours of like exercise videos for abs, thinking I could get a 6-pack with that. And I finally figured out a method that works for me. So I'm gonna tell you the 3 worst ways that I tried that didn't get me a flat belly, and I'm telling you how I was able to get a flat belly with PCOS. The first one, ab workouts. I actually have been asked this several times, Nicole, what ab workouts do you do to get a flat belly? I do not do any ab work, believe it or not. I don't touch it because abs are made in the kitchen. You cannot get a flat belly or a 6-pack by doing ab exercises unless you have very low body fat, like competition ready body fat. How you do it is you eat in a calorie deficit, and to burn fat, you actually need to do cardio. What I do is I eat about 1,900 calories a day, and that is my deficit. For me, my workout intensity, I work out 4 times a week lifting weights, and I do cardio 6 times a week. So I can get lean eating 1,900 calories a day. It might be different for you. This is just what works for me. Then, for cardio, it takes a minimum of 20 minutes just to burn off the food that you have, the food stores in your body, before you start actually burning fat. So you need to go longer in order to burn fat. So I worked my way up to doing an hour. You might need to start with 20 minutes if you're new at cardio. I do an hour 6 times a week, and that has helped me burn the fat off of my belly and get a flat belly, combined with eating in a calorie deficit. And I like to eat low calorie foods that are also low in fat, but they're low calorie dense, so they fill up my belly without giving me a lot of calories. So if you see someone selling programs, just ab workout programs, without telling you that you need to eat in a calorie deficit or do cardio on top of it, if they tell you you just have to do these ab moves to get, you know, a 6-pack in a few weeks, just be a little just question it a bit. Think about it before you jump on that program. I have bought multiple programs and tried multiple ab exercise workout programs, and they do not work. It has to be calorie deficit, cardio. That is what works.
So you could question the challenge sellers, or you could tell them they're full of
Sass got right to the nuggets.
That's not a real saying. Did you just make that up?
It just came out of here. It was in here.
Okay.
Number 2, don't skip meals. When I was heavy, I thought, well, I eat a lot. That's why I'm overweight. What if I just skip meals? That should get me skinny, or at least get my belly flat.
It's a good short-term plan, but in the long run.
What would happen is I'd start out good. I would skip breakfast, I'd skip lunch, then I would come home and I would be so hungry that I would literally eat probably double what I would have if I would have just eaten all my meals. And I'd end up going in a calorie surplus instead of a deficit, and I would binge on stuff I didn't want to eat in the first place because I was trying to lose weight. So instead of skipping meals, I like to eat about 6 to 7 meals. So I eat breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and about 3 snacks, sometimes 4, just depending. And I like to spread them every 2 to 4 hours. And if I don't have time, then I'll have like a protein bar to bridge the gap so that I'm not starving and I don't reach for things that I don't actually want. When you're in a calorie deficit, like when I'm in a calorie deficit, I'm hungry. So eating every 2 to 4 hours, I'm like ready to go and ready to eat.
Yeah, your
So
metabolism's revving.
it works really well. So instead of skipping meals, I eat when I wake up, and then I go every 2 to 4 hours from there, and that helps keep my metabolism revving. It also helps me have level energy throughout the day, and it balances out my blood sugar levels, so I'm always feeling really good. And you guys always comment on my energy. Well, that's because I eat every 2 to 4 hours, and I'm always fueled and ready to go.
So what would you say, because intermittent fasting is popular right now? Back in my day, I know I'm old, but it used to be called starving yourself, but now they have a fancy term for it, intermittent fasting or OMAD. What would you say, because we get a lot of questions from people saying, I'm over 100 pounds overweight and I have emotional eating. What do you think about intermittent fasting?
I'm not a doctor, so this is strictly my opinion and my experience. I struggled with a binge eating disorder my entire life. I had emotional eating. If I were to fast, like I said, just skipping one meal would send me off in the other direction. If I were to try intermittent fasting when I was 275 pounds, it would last about 5 minutes before I would go back into my eating disorder and binge. But when I ate in a portion, I ate portion control, ate what I liked, and had a balanced diet, that's when I did the best. And that actually helped me lose 130 pounds and keep it off for 6 years.
And we're not saying it doesn't work. Like keto, intermittent fasting, they work for weight loss.
Yes.
We're just cautioning people that it might be dangerous if you have emotional eating.
If you're somebody who struggles, yes, with emotional eating like I did, I can't do any of those diets. Anything like I can't do keto, I can't do intermittent fasting. I'm not saying they're bad, I'm just saying I can't, because for me, they kind of like put the like faux pas on food, like, oh, I can't eat carbs.
Too restrictive.
Yeah, too restrictive. That's a better word. If I feel restricted in any way, that brings back my eating disorder stuff. So when I eat a balance and I allow myself to eat what I like, that's when I can stick to it. And that's why I've been able to keep the weight off for so long. And it's the same with Kyle. He's lost the same amount of weight and kept it off for the same amount of years. Number 3, I have already mentioned, so I'm just gonna run through this quick. Taking away food groups. If you are somebody who has emotional eating, or you struggle whenever you take away a food group, do not do this. If you think it's gonna be a magic pill to get you a flat belly, it won't, because if you feel restricted, you might end up failing on it after. You might go good for a while, but then eventually you're only gonna want what you took away.
And
That's my experience.
We're not talking to the food police.
No.
We're saying that there's a lot of people out there that are under the assumption, not you watching this and not the food police, not you guys.
No.
But a lot of people tell us, and they're under the assumption that if they take away carbohydrates, it's a loophole in magic land where they can eat in a surplus of calories as long as they take away carbs and still lose weight. You cannot do that.
You can't do that. There is one hard rule that applies to weight loss.
And we're not saying you have to count calories. There's confusion here.
There is. I'm saying
you need to be in a calorie deficit. It doesn't mean you need to count calories.
it means you need to eat less than what you're burning. So when I first started losing weight, I did not count calories. I just ate less. I ate in portions. I used the serving sizes on the backs of the nutrition labels of food. That is all I did. And that's how I lost the weight. I didn't count calories. So from my experience, whenever I took away food groups thinking it would get me a flat belly, it always failed. So I eat in a balance, and that is what helps me. Eating in a balance, low calorie, low fat foods that fill up my belly, that I look forward to every single day, keeps me on track to where I don't have a track, because I don't need to go off it, because I love what I'm eating every day. And it has gotten me a flat stomach, guys. I have PCOS. Remember from the beginning of the video? It's supposed to be like impossible to lose belly fat. Well, this is the flattest, most fit stomach that I have ever had in my entire life. And that is eating a balance, no food groups taken away. Okay, the friends, remember, this is my personal experience. I am not a doctor, I'm not a nutritionist, I'm not a chiropractor that specializes in weight loss. I am a paperless freak. I know not what I'm talking about.
We have no qualifications, no PhDs, nothing.
No, not even a Fitbit. And only half of you watching are subscribed. Don't forget, like the video, subscribe, share it, hit the bells. You know why? Because somebody in the comments told me I need to save for a nose job. So I need to make as much money as I can to get a nose job because apparently my nose is not cute. And
You're really cracking yourself up today.
well, they could make fun of like my tetracycline teeth or like my loose skin or something, but they made fun of my nose. Like, couldn't you come up with some more creative? Okay, anyway.
Yeah, we got canceled because we eat white bread.
Oh,
Can't you
yeah,
make fun of us for that?
Yeah, that's even better. So anyway, if you want to know exactly what we ate to lose our first and next 50 pounds, we have 2 weight loss guides in the link, in the description. The links are there.
Something like that. Wonder why we don't have more subscribers. Here it is. Here's the reason.
Exact portions, meal plans, family-friendly recipes. It's all in there. Watch these 2 videos. Shake it till your mama
Whoa.
made it. Wear these llama slippers because they're really cute. And do this.
Ah! Can't do that, man.
Love you. Peace.
We're PG over here. We cannot do that last move.
It's okay, I'm cute. Remember, the friends, that weight loss isn't just about the number on the scale. It's also about here and here. Heart and mindset. Fight through it. You can do it. Don't give up.